So now what we're going to do is hear from speakers about each of the 5 major themes at the Florey. And first up is Dr. Sarah Gordon, who's going to talk about the discovery science theme. That's the theme led by Professor Ross Bathgate and Professor Claire Parrish. Sarah's one of our emerging stars and heads her own laboratory called the Presynaptic Physiology Lab, which is looking at how dysfunction in presynaptic proteins contributes to neurodegenerative and neurodevelopmental conditions. So take it away, Sarah.
Thanks, David. I'm speaking today from within the labs at the Florey. So I'll be doing some experiments later on today. So the discovery science theme is really aimed at applying state-of-the-art technologies and techniques to what we think is the final frontier of biological research. And that's, how does the nervous system work? So what happens when these processes break down, go awry, and how can we fix these? Next slide, please, Jackie. So these are big goals, and as a result, we go across really from fundamental neuroscience all the way up to translational neuroscience. So we're interested in neurophysiology, neurogenetics, interoception, through to disease processes, so neurodegeneration, neurodevelopmental diseases, and neuroepidemiology, and then through to therapeutic strategies, including drug discovery and neuroregeneration. Next slide, please, Jackie. So the priorities within the theme include synaptic biology, systems neurophysiology, digestive diseases and nutrition. As Steve mentioned, there's a really strong interest in motor neuron disease within the Florey and within the discovery theme specifically. Stem cells and transplantation strategies. And then underpinning all of this is target-based drug discovery. So if you go to the next slide, Jackie, I'm just going to run through just a small subset of the projects that we have running in the discovery theme. So we've got Stuart McDougall, who's using optogenetics to activate vagal afferents in order to help disentangle the viscerosensory signal processing within the brain. We have Akhtar Hussain, who's looking at drug design for insulin and insulin-like peptides. Claire Parrish, our theme head, is looking at human stem cell transplants and using that to try and treat, hopefully cure, Parkinson's disease. My work within the Florey is trying to untangle the molecular mechanisms that control neurotransmitter release, and then work out what happens when those processes fail. So this can impact a range of different disorders. So using live cell imaging, here I'll show you my microscope in the background, we look at neurons releasing neurotransmitter in real time. So in real time, we're able to look at neurons communicating using fluorescent reporters. And we use that to look at genetic disorders that are associated with a breakdown of these processes. So that includes neurodevelopmental disorders such as Baker-Gordon syndrome, which my lab helped to discover, and neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's disease. So if you're interested in finding out more, go to the website, have a look at our projects that we have available, and email the lab heads, and we'd be more than willing to set up a Zoom meeting with you and discuss them in more detail.